KDWN 720 AM and 101.5 FM. Simulcast here live in Las Vegas. Our show is produced by Green Alliance of Nevada, and I am your host, Paul Ira. In studio, we have Annette Bubek recording for Facebook Live. Good morning, Annette.
Good morning.
We also have Stan Hannell with Drive Clean Las Vegas, and of course Lisa Campbell from Create a Change. And we're talking about Earth Day Everyday Art Contest. And you're now on the planning committee with GreenFest and a member of Green Alliance, I'm sure. Tell us a little bit about the planning and, for our listeners, the benefits of being a Green Alliance member for you.
Well, just being a part of the community, the green community, is really exciting. It's an issue that's very important to me personally, and I really appreciate all that Green Alliance does in the community, and I really love GreenFest and how it's grown. I was involved with Annette in the second year and third year, and just to see where it's come from those years to where they're at now has been really exciting.
It is pretty exciting. So you're both 10 years old this year.
Absolutely.
So tell us one more time about getting in contact. If somebody wants to enter your art contest or just want to volunteer or provide maybe some funding for you.
For all of those, you can get a hold of me at lisa@createachangenow.org, and I will get right back to you. I'm always looking for volunteers for our organization, and also helping Annette with volunteers for the GreenFest. I'm so excited about that too. And I just really want to thank Annette for the opportunity to partner with GreenFest with our art contest. Super, super excited about it. So thanks, Annette.
You're welcome. We're excited to have them back. We really are. In fact, it was almost like a magical moment. The day before Lisa called me, we were actually having our planning meeting, and the discussion was around having an art contest. I kid you not, the very next day Lisa called me and said, hey, I think I'd love to come join GreenFest this year with the art contest. And I just, it was perfect. It was perfect timing, exactly what we want. She does a fabulous job of running this art contest. I've seen her work really hard to put it together. It's a lot of details and a lot of logistics, and it's a beautiful presentation on stage during the GreenFest event. So we're so happy to have them back. So thank you, Lisa, for all your hard work.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Well, that's proof that we're all connected. You just get the idea out there in the cosmos, and it'll come back to you.
That's exactly what it was like, I'll tell you.
So we're going to talk some more about GreenFest and what's going on at GreenFest. Stan, the beginning of GreenFest always starts out with that wonderful car rally. Tell us about that.
Yeah, that's one of the things that Annette proposed way back when we were at UNLV. We actually did stage at Town Square at the time, and we went along Las Vegas Boulevard, drove over to UNLV. We even had bicyclists. We had the Republic Services CNG truck. So in order to get down the road and with the safest possible method, we put all the bicyclists behind the Republic Services CNG truck, and it was like a mother hen with all these bicyclists behind it. So, and we also had a whole variety of CNG cars and plug-in electric vehicles as well. So that was a nice way to kick it off. So we've tried to do that each year. When we moved to the Downtown Summerlin location, we've been staging at Las Vegas Cyclery and coming up Town Center Drive, and then right into the Downtown Summerlin shopping district. So it's worked really well. We're planning that this year, and we're also doing it in combination with a national campaign. It's called Drive Electric Earth Day, and that's something new this year. It's being sponsored by the Electric Auto Association. That's a national group that has about 50 different chapters around the U.S. and in Canada, and they're sort of like the AAA for electric cars, as well as Plug-in America. They're working on infrastructure for electric cars across the country, and the Sierra Club. So all three of those are involved in a national campaign to promote the use of the vehicle. So sometime during April, they're hoping to get about 300 different cities across the country to do an event around Earth Day and around transportation, and so that's we're doing our part here through GreenFest to be part of that. So you'll see if you go to driveelectricearthday.org and go to the map that's on that website, zero in on the Las Vegas one, click on that, and that'll take you right to the GreenFest location as well, and more information.
Yeah, and I'd like to piggyback a little bit on this. The cool thing about this procession, it really was inspired by one of the founders of the Las Vegas Tesla owner group. And his name was, the gentleman's name was Don Carrier. he just envisioned as many clean energy type vehicles, Teslas, either plug-in electric or any of the alternative fuel vehicles, to be traveling down the Las Vegas Boulevard like a parade, and showing the community that you can have these wonderful cars, and they're beautiful and they're gorgeous, but they don't make any noise. So it's just like a really cool visual to see that they're traveling together, they're beautiful, they're quiet, and then all of the different, the variety of different models that are now available.
And more each year. This is, we've really hit a turning point, and we're starting to see vehicles now that can do more than 200 miles of range between a charge,
Yeah.
and go further outside, just beyond your local area. So
Yes.
that's exciting.
Yes, and we're hoping to have an electric school bus this year so that mothers can see that that's also a huge push nationally, but also within Nevada, is to now have school buses that are powered by electric. It'll help with the emissions, and they've tied the emissions in school buses to children and asthma. So there's just a lot of really timely different displays that we'll have at GreenFest as well. And so it's exciting, and it's also a way for our community. If you are an owner of any alternative fueled vehicle, please join us and participate in the procession and be part of that wonderful little parade that we have to kick off GreenFest. And we drive into Downtown Summerlin right as we're cutting the green ribbon, and that's how we like to kick off our ceremony.
That's great. And I was going to ask you, Stan, who do you want to be in your parade?
If you drive a plug-in electric vehicle, or even alternative fuel vehicle, CNG cars or that sort of thing, hybrid cars, welcome. Just join us. We'll have more information as a gathering place on our website in about a week or so, and just come by. We're going to start probably just before the 10 o'clock kickoff of the event, so probably about 9:45, but we'll gather probably about 9 a.m. at the site, and then come on over.
So tell us a little bit about Drive Clean Las Vegas.
Right, that's a program that was started through GreenFest and has been around for about 5 years. It actually was initially MV Energy, RTC, Verdec were kind of the original organizers of the event. And the idea was just to promote the use of cars. As Annette mentioned, I think there's is it CHIPSA that's doing a program called Healthy Buses for Niños, and things like that, where right now there has been a lot of work through the Southern Nevada Fleet Association over the last 15 years to try and help the quality of our air in Clark County here. We are always, because of the dust in the desert, on the edge of going out of compliance a lot of times. So one thing that they did do early on, the Clark County School District, was convert from their buses from straight diesel to biodiesel, and so about 20% of the diesel there is made from vegetable products and that sort of thing. So you actually get a smell of French fries coming out of the back of the tailpipe. So that is kind of a first effort to try and minimize what the kids breathe every day as they're going along their buses to school. So to take it further, we eventually like to see electric school buses without any emissions at all. So that would be even better.
So that'd be good for parents, especially parents with children with asthma or any respiratory issues.
And for all of us.
Get with your school district, talk with your teachers, talk with the board members, and let them know how important it is to have a clean, safe bus. It's good stuff.
Yeah, and I'd like to just add that the Clean Energy Drive initiative is a collaboration between many different organizations, companies, to create that awareness. That's the whole.
Right,
what
I think
that's what we're driving.
Yeah,
no
we're
pun
an
intended.
educational outreach,
It's all education, and through awareness creates change, right? And so using GreenFest as a platform to display all of these different choices that we now have, we hope at the end of the day that the next time our community members go to purchase a car, they're educated, they've had all those questions answered at GreenFest, and then they can make those buying decisions a little bit better when they're there.
Yeah, definitely bring your educational questions to GreenFest with you and your children. And we're going to talk more about why you should come to GreenFest when we come back to KDWN 720 Shades of Green. We'll be right back.